Hello, friends. It's time for the next installment of I'm Cooking with Curtis, and that's me, Curtis, with the sunglasses on my head there, and my good friend Sue Steinberg. Earlier, when I was out in the garden, I was talking about production value, and this was one of my first producers, Sue, down at the home show. We were in Italy. This picture was taken shopping in the streets in Italy, and I'm going to pan over and show you more shots of Sue and I shopping. That's us hanging out at the Coliseum. Wow. Wouldn't it be cool to know how to cook in the Coliseum? This is one of my favorite pictures coming up. This is us in Pisa at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It almost fell on my head. Look at that. One more shot. I think this is of us at the Fountain de Trevion. And I got to tell you guys, the food was incredible there. But as I was saying earlier, now these videos, what I'm doing now is just about me having fun. We're going to come in the kitchen here and make some chili. I've got my beef browning in the pot there. You see that? I've got like maybe a 6-quart stock pot there. I'm browning my beef. Okay. I'm going to start out with a wooden spoon. Am I getting better with my recording, guys? I'm going to lower the flame just a bit, and then we'll talk about the ingredients that are going to go in there. Okay. That looks good. That's browning nicely. I add a little bit of oil to that, not much, because there's fat in that in the ground beef already. A lot of people take and drain that off, but I like to use that. Now here's my chili powder, and you can make your own chili. Remember, I was in the garden. I was talking about Joe's peppers. That's one of his red peppers. But the any of those hot peppers, you want a hot chili, you can take and dry those, grind them up, remove the seeds, then grind them up. And there's your chili powder. I'm also going to add some cumin I've got here. And then I've got salt. This salt is an interesting salt. This is New Zealand flake salt. Let me see if I got a picture of that bag. New Zealand sea salt, flaky sea salt. I love it with popcorn, but it's got a great, great flavor. So I'm going to use it in the chili today. And then I've got, those are my ingredients. I had some pepper somewhere. Oop, I think I forgot to put my pepper in, but we can do the pepper by taste. So I like to season my beef with just a little bit of the chili powder at the top side here. I'm not going to put all of my chili powder in there, but just some, okay? And I'm going to add some of my salt, the flaky salt. And this sea salt is not a very, very intense salt, so you may need a little more, or you can add your favorite salt, okay? A kosher salt, or as my mama used Morton's, so I use Morton's. They were going to stir that up a little bit. Now the beef is looking quite nice. I'm going to add the onions to this. I can't believe I'm digging this, guys. This is so much fun to just cook with you. Am I getting better at my video recording? I want to know. I'm still having to look at the camera and do that thing. Onions go in. Let's brown our onions. I want to get all the onion in there. I'm going to let that cook for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And don't worry, because this will finish cooking. If you, don't push yourself. Don't rush yourself, okay, guys? I don't like to add a lid to this. I don't want to sweat it. I just want this to cook away. Now, while the onions are starting to cook, I want to show you a couple of things that I've set up for you. Here are my black-eyed peas. I soaked those overnight, so they're good and ready to go. Look at that. Those are beautiful, okay? And in the garden, we talked about tomatoes. There's those tomatoes, one of Joe's heirlooms. Now, let me show you what I like to do with heirlooms when you got a bunch of them. I don't over-process them. I just take and cut them, and I wash them first and cut them, and just put them in a plastic bag and freeze them. Now, these are last year's tomatoes. I'm using those up. Isn't that great? So that's a frozen tomato. I didn't over-process it. I'm also going to use a can of tomatoes, okay, right there. And I want to show you the plum tomatoes. Again, I don't process them much. I just wash them, freeze them, so I can throw them right in my pot. And one of the great things here is that those skins, you can just pull them right out of your chili or whatever you're doing, and you can break those whole tomatoes up easily once they're in the pot, okay? Oh, that smells so good. We definitely need smell-o-vision, as Mary Ayub was saying the other day on Facebook. Now, I talked about Sue. Let me see if I can get another good shot of Sue here up over my cabinet. There's Sue. If you don't know Sue, she's on my Facebook page, so get to know her. She is a wonderful, incredible writer. She has done some great things over the years. She did radio and television. Big old Beatles fan, but I just love her. Now let's get this recipe going. I'm going to add my black-eyed peas right there. Oh, steady as you go, Curtis. We're going to add our tomatoes. I'm going to add these plum tomatoes as well. I'm not going to add any water because with these frozen tomatoes, there's going to be a lot of liquid that comes up automatically, or naturally, I should say. If I need water, I will, but I don't think I'm going to need any water to this. I'm going to add my remaining seasoning, my chili, and my salt, along with the cumin. You know what else is nice to add? A pinch of cocoa powder to this. Not too much, just a little bit of cocoa powder. Okay, guys? Now, we will come back a little later on because I'm going to let this cook. It's 2:30 here. I'm going to let this cook for about 5 hours. I'm going to lower it and let it cook for about 5 hours. And you guys get a chance to take a look at the chili that I'm going to serve up before going off to basketball practice. Okay, again, it's me, Curtis. It's about spreading love. Sue and I were spreading some love throughout Italy on that trip years ago. Hope you guys enjoy my chili recipe. Peace. We're out.